Dear students, myself Kiran MP. I am working as assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Government Engineering College, Kushalnagar. In today's session, let me have a discussion about an important topic, an HTML, that is tables. In today's session, let me see what is that HTML element we need to make use to create tables so that the table can be displayed on the web page. And also in today's session, I will give you a brief introduction to the basic, that is the fundamental units in creating tables. They are nothing but rows and columns. Now, let me have a look at the agenda of this session. So as you can see in slide, we are going to give you and we are going to discuss about what actually HTML tables are. Next, we'll discuss what is row. At the last, we'll discuss what are cells, and we will wind up the session. So now coming to tables. So I think everyone are familiar or everyone have come across some information that is actually displayed in the form of table. For example, say you oftenly used to look at the calendar, okay, or you might you have seen your result on your university result sheet. Also, you can see your information on exam timetable. So they are organized in the form of rows and columns. Okay, and these are some examples of table. I mean, table is nothing but a grid or collection of cells. What actually is cell? Cell is the basic unit of table that holds an information. In general, what I can say, table is nothing but collection of rows. And what actually row? Row is nothing but collection of cells. Okay, so I repeat, table is nothing but a collection of cells. Or in other words, to be more precise, table is nothing but an organizing information in the form of rows and columns. Clear? So table is nothing but a grid of cells. What actually is cell? Cell is the basic unit. Okay, like what I can say, atomic. It's an indivisible component of a table that holds a meaningful information. So now we'll see how to create table in HTML. So we have come across several HTML elements in our earlier sessions. In our earlier modules, like we have seen the root element, that is HTML. Then we have seen there's an element like head. Under it we have seen an element title. Similarly, we have seen an element body, so and so, right? So we have seen even a paragraph tag, header tags. Clear? So in HTML, to create a table, there is an element we call HTML element named table, which we need to enclose within angular brackets. I mean, table is an HTML element to create a table. so that the table can be displayed on our web page. So why we need table, or what informations tables can usually display? I'll show you next slide. Tables can display information like calendars, financial data, list, and other. And then when I say an information, okay, what I said cell, right? Cell, what I said, it is an indivisible component or indivisible unit, basic unit. That was one complete meaningful information. Clear? So now what type of information the cells can hold? Okay, cells in a table need not contain only textual information. Cells can contain even an image. We'll have a look at this in the next slide. I show you through an example, cell containing an image. Cells can even contain the other tables, what we call subtables. Got it? Means table within a table. Clear? Next, we also see a cell can contain an hyperlink. I mean, when you click on the information in any cell, it may take you to some other web page. Got it? So in general, what I can say, cell need not contain only textual information. Cells can even contain an image. Cells can contain even some other tables. Cells can contain even a link to some other web page. Clear? So to repeat, to recapture, so what actually table? Table is nothing but grid, collection of cells organized in the form of rows and columns. So what is an HTML element to create table? Table. Okay. So what type of information cell can contain? It need not contain only textual information. It can even contain images, links, and other tables. So have a look at this slide. This slide shows some web pages containing tables, and in the one of the web page you can see table contains only textual informations like free, basic, premium, upload space, daily loads. So only textual information. Whereas you can see in one more web page, cell contains an image, right? Image of a person. So in other web page, you can see its cell contain, table is displaying calendar. Clear? And in the last web page, you can see that in the last column of a table, there is some button named edit. So what I said, cells need not contain only textual information. Cells can even contain a link. Clear? Now if you click on edit, it may take you to some other web page. Got it? So I repeat, cells need not contain only textual information. Cells can contain an image. Cells can contain other subtables such as a calendar. Cells can even contain an hyperlink or link to some other web page. Now coming to basics of table, they are what I said. Table is something but collection of rows. What actually row? Row is nothing but collection of cells. So now table, I said table is an element that identifies beginning and end of creating table, right? So first I need to create a row. So to create a row within an HTML element table, I need to specify the beginning of a new row using an element tr. Tr stands for table row. Clear? So the tag tr identifies this is the beginning of a row. Next, within a row, I need to create data cells. So to identify the begin and end of the data cells, I need to use the tag td. Td stands for table data cell. Clear? So just have a look at this code fragment, HTML code fragment, showing creating a simple table with one row and one data cell. Okay. So here table I see for beginning and end I've used table HTML element. Within table HTML element I've used tr tag, and within tr I use td that identifies the beginning of one data cell, right? The content for the cell is within td tag. Okay, the content is the date of Marat. Now you can see this next slide how the table is being displayed. Okay, so one more thing, and in previous slide I have just included one data cell, but here I have modified that table contents to some more with one more additional row and some other data cells. Just have a look at this HTML code fragment. Okay, and when you view this HTML code on a web, on your browser, how it's going to be displayed on web page. So I think all of you got familiar with the basics of HTML table. Creating table, and how to create table, what is a basic HTML element, that is table, and to create a row tr table row, and to create data cell within each row td. With this I'll wind up my this current session. Thank you for listening.